Are you ready?
Yes.
What was I even doing, James?
You were going that way.
Ah, I remember. I remember now. James, I remember.
Oh.
I need to do something real quick. So we left off talking about Cartoon Network.
Well, we were about to.
Yes.
We haven't discussed it yet.
Yes. Cartoon Network. My favorite show on Cartoon Network, and it's probably my favorite cartoon of all time, was Ed, Edd, and Eddy.
That was a good one.
I also really, really liked Courage the Cowardly Dog. Starring Courage! The Cowardly Dog!
He was abandoned as a pup.
But he was found by Muriel, who lives in the middle of nowhere, with her husband used his bag.
But creepy stuff happens in nowhere.
It's up to Courage to save his new home. Stupid dog. Made me look bad. Ooga booga booga.
That was a good one. I enjoyed that. It was kind of creepy, but it was fun.
True. I also liked Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oof.
Johnny Bravo. I enjoyed that.
Of course.
I'm trying to remember. What shows did you enjoy?
There were those. There was Dexter's Lab.
Dexter's Lab. That was a good one. Powerpuff Girls. I watched that.
That's true. I'm sure there's a lot that I'm not thinking of.
Yeah,
right
me
now.
too.
My Gym Partner is a Monkey. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. That was a weird show. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
How could... I think that was my favorite one. I can't believe I forgot about that one.
That's a really good one.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, Tangelos.
They're gonna destroy us all.
Destroy us all!
Jesus. They're everywhere.
Come on now. Don't do it. You suck!
Ah! You're done. You're done, my dude.
I feel like there's a lot more that I'm not remembering.
I'm gonna... Let me see. Let me pull up a list. Cartoon?
Cartoon? Dude, what the hell was that show that IR was on? You remember? IR and Weasel or something? It was like IR the Baboon.
What?
Yeah, yes. I'm saying correct things.
What the heck are you talking about?
IR the Baboon, and then there was a Weasel that was really smart and he was red.
Alright, sure.
Yes! Do you really not remember what I'm saying?
No.
IR the Baboon. I'm just gonna keep saying it.
What?
There's also Pinky and the Brain. You remember that one?
I remember that, yes.
But what I'm saying is real. There was also Secret Agent Squirrel.
Alright.
Do you remember Secret Agent Squirrel?
No.
Do you really not?
I don't.
It was good. It wasn't the best, but it was good. And he had like a mole whose his like sidekick's name was Morocco, I think. But the baboon was real. You need to look it up.
Right.
It's a real thing.
Right. Cow and Chicken?
Yes.
That was a good one.
Cow and chicken. Mama had a chicken. Mama had a cow. Dad was proud he didn't care how. Codename Kids Next Door.
Yes. Yes.
That was a good one.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
There's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good.
This is the other weapon I was talking about. So instead of getting a flamethrower, she gets the spark shot, which is not as good, in my opinion, but it's alright, you know.
What? It's on here. What?
What? What is it?
This
IR
dude.
Baboon!
Okay.
I told you!
I remember him.
What was he called? He just called Weasel?
Well, the show's called I Am Weasel.
I Am Weasel, and IR Baboon.
IR Baboon?
Yes.
What?
That was his, like, sidekick that he would always hang around with.
Hold on.
Didn't
Oh
believe
my
me.
god, I do remember
See?
him.
I told you.
No. How could we forget freaking Teen Titans?
Teen Titans.
That was a show.
That was really good. That was my jam, Teen Titans.
Me
Where the
too.
hell is my... Is this it? Yeah, give me this. Put it on here.
I watched Ben 10 for a little bit.
Yeah, I watched Ben 10.
Chowder. That was a funny show.
Yep, Chowder. I watched a little bit of Adventure Time when it was on there.
See, I didn't get into Adventure Time. I know when that came out, that was a big thing.
It was good, but it wasn't my favorite.
I was, I didn't watch enough of it, but I liked Regular Show. I thought that was fun.
I like Regular Show too. See,
He's still not real.
he is real.
No, he's not.
Yes.
You've injected him into my brain. Guys, I don't... If any of you guys remember IR Baboon, don't say anything. We don't need
What?
to confirm this.
It was real.
He's not real.
Yes. Don't do this to me.
Man, cartoons.
Right?
If you're a kid...
Watch cartoons.
Actually, if you're a kid, I don't know why you're watching this playthrough.
That's true.
But, watch cartoons. They're fun.
I do. I don't think I ever watched it, but I briefly remember seeing commercials for something called Total Drama Island.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See that? You see that sneaky boy over there?
I see him.
He's up there. He's up there to mess you up when this boy comes up because the guy on the right wasn't there the first time.
How do you feel about, this is a nice transition, like, video game movies and shows? Like, cartoons and, like, movies that are based on video games. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it rarely goes well, if that makes sense. Like, I can't remember one that I really watched very much. Like, I don't think I remember any. I mean, I remember playing games based on shows that I watched. But I don't remember.
Those weren't all that great either.
Yeah. But I also don't remember any shows based on games that I watched. I mean, I know there was, like, a cartoon based on, like, Mortal Kombat. But I didn't watch it as a kid. Do you remember anything like that?
I was big into Sonic X and Kirby Right Back at You. Those were the two for me.
Those are good ones.
Those weren't bad.
Gotta go fast.
Did you ever watch the Resident Evil movies? Because I know there's a lot of those.
Yes, I did. I liked the first. I liked the first one and I liked the second one, and then pretty much everything after that is just kind of like really weird.
Oh.
Just like weird everything, and it's just like they basically have like a character walk on screen and it's like, "Hi, I'm Chris," and that's like the reference.
Because it's mostly like its own thing, right?
Yeah. So every so often they'll have like, I mean, in the second one, it's called Resident Evil Apocalypse, I think, and they have like Jill and Nemesis. So it's like, okay, it's like loosely based on Resident Evil 3.
Okay.
And Resident Evil 1 was just like, it had the zombie dogs.
And that was it?
And that was pretty much it, yeah. But, I mean, they have like, oh, my name's Chris, or my name's Leon, or my name's Ada, or my name's Wesker. But that's where the references to the source material end.
Okay.
And they have zombies. The solution to this is different, and it's made worse because the knight ain't where the case marking says, so that's not where the knight goes. But there is one that is, yeah, so the pawn does go here. But we will get back into that in a moment when I figure out this. Help me figure this out. The rook is next to the knight, but not facing the queen.
What do you have in there right now?
The pawn. That's the only one I have in there.
Okay.
King ain't next to the queen, but facing the knight right at the end. So the knight, if the knight is on the end, and it's not where the case marking says it is, it's got to be right there, right? And the king is not facing, so the king goes here.
And then the queen next to him.
And the rook is next to the knight, and the knight was here, right? So.
Oh wait, no.
No?
It's well, that's probably right, but it said the knight or the king isn't next to the queen.
Oh.
So we have to move.
So the king, this is the queen, this is the king?
This is not my
What does it say?
forte.
Yes, I know. The rook's next to the king, but not facing the queen.
So maybe switch where the king and then queen. No, because the. All right. The king has to face the knight.
So I just need to switch the queen and the bishop, right?
Yes, do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Alright,
Yeah, I
on my way.
I watched a little bit of Sonic X. I didn't watch too much. So I don't really get into that whole thing. I do remember watching. Try this, even though it doesn't work. I do remember watching.
Power must be out.
Like a little bit of, because I know you said you watched some anime.
Mm-hmm.
I know I got a little bit into that when it was like Toonami and stuff. They would have like Naruto, and I would watch Adult Swim. That would have. I think Adult Swim had Yu Yu Hakusho. It might have been Toonami. And then I would watch Inuyasha, and I watched Neon Genesis on there. So I got a little bit of anime too.
That's good.
I remember watching Trigun and Big O. Pretty much anything that was on Adult Swim or Toonami, I would watch.
That makes sense.
My favorite was Yu Yu Hakusho and Neon Genesis.
Those are good ones.
Alright, which one of these needs to... Right? Oh, no. No. Yeah.
There you go.
Everything but the first one. We remember this, don't we?
Sure.
Oops!
Shit!
This is my least favorite boss fight in the whole game. What kind of, besides Naruto, you can still like.
Should have known you would have died.
It's because I hit him with the rocket launcher. He comes down a lot faster than he would normally. Besides Naruto, what kind of anime did you watch growing up?
I did a lot of stuff.
All right.
The first one I got into was Dragon Ball Z. A lot of people did.
That's true. I watched Dragon Ball Z too.
Because actually, Naruto was one of the ones I got into like lot later than everything else. Because when I first saw Naruto, I didn't like it.
Really?
Which is surprising from how I am now, but it's true.
I didn't know that.
There was that. There was One Piece. That was a big one for me. I mean, there wasn't much else because back when Toonami started, you know, I was super young, so I wasn't necessarily allowed to be watching TV that late.
Yeah. I also watched Case Closed.
I was wrong. I remember
That was a good one.
But it was weird because I didn't watch a lot of anime back then, as much as I do now. But I read a lot of manga.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of stuff through there. But there was Yu Yu Hakusho because that was the manga was out too, so that was fun. There was Shaman King, which you might not even remember.
I don't think I remember
That
that.
was an interesting one.
Remember, like, Zatch Bell?
Yes, that was a big one for me.
And, the Bo show.
That was another big one. I was into all those. Yeah, those were great.
I don't remember Shaman King. Was that on Toonami?
No,
Adult Swim?
it was on 4Kids. That's probably
okay.
why.
Shaman King.
And Yu-Gi-Oh, of course.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
That was probably
yeah.
the biggest one back then.
Yep. With Cowboy Steve or whatever his name is.
Bandit Keith.
Bandit Keith. And Weevil Underbottom.
Sherry? Claire? Sherry, are you alright?
And Joey Wheeler.
Joey Wheeler
And
with his
Tristan Thompson.
Boston accent.
What is his name?
What are you
It's
doing?
not Tristan Thompson, is it?
Taylor.
Tristan Thompson is a basketball player.
Oh,
And
Sherry's
Girl,
implanted.
right?
the blind one. Is that
She can't
Joey's
listen.
sister?
That's right.
Do you know her name?
You're her mother. Get in here.
Serenity.
You don't
Serenity?
Yeah.
Serenity Wheeler?
William is
Yeah.
still
That's a cool
out there,
name.
and if I don't stop him,
And I know-
That was kind of like
conversation is
that was
over.
the same case as Pokemon, where they kind of
Wait.
Americanized all of their names for the most
I
part.
can treat her.
Yeah.
So
In my lab.
those are their names in
It's not
Japanese.
far away.
That's how I remember them.
Mommy?
Are you telling me
Also,
what's
what
wrong?
is going on?
What?
Because she's fine at the end of Leon's playthrough. So what is happening?
Million supplies
Oh.
are at stake.
She got too many G's.
Sherry.
She got too many pep slices.
Mommy loves you, sweetie.
Too many G's. Bring me the G's. I remember that.
Goodbye.
So that's how we distinguish these playthroughs. Leon's campaigns are about self-service and G's,
Mhm.
and then Claire's is about
Pizza.
Whatever
Yeah.
you need, okay?
Saving Chuck E. Cheese from the Noid and Little Caesar.
Because I care.
What? Are you telling me that Pokemon was Americanized and that really wasn't a jelly donut?
Yes.
What?
Are you serious?
I'm kidding.
I was like, wait a second.
Wait. That cake.
It's
That's a meme.
what was it? It was like a rice cake or something? A dumpling. That's what it was.
No, it was.
No, it wasn't a dumpling.
They're called onigiri. They're like, it's rice wrapped in seaweed.
Hold on, Sherry.
But it was nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
Right. Because that's totally what it is.
That's the only
Almost there,
like
Sherry.
blatantly
We're almost there.
like incorrect part that I can remember from the show. Are there any,
That was like the big one.
are there any other like big meme things like that?
Cable car.
Not really.
I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of things. I remember like specific thing, like jumping over to a different show. I remember specific things from Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't remember a lot of like overarching plots. If that makes sense.
There you go.
Okay.
Like I remember them like being in like
Just hold on, Sherry, okay?
a forest or something, and like Joey duels like a girl, like this like blonde girl,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and that like being a thing for a while. I'm gonna check my my map, but I don't remember a lot of the storylines from Yu-Gi-Oh. I remember Grandpa, and then Exodia. His cards get thrown into the water, and then Joey almost drowns trying to get them.
That's right.
And then that's pretty much it.
Something interesting about that I learned recently over the years, which was kind of how they censored some stuff. Like, do you remember the concept of the Shadow Realm?
Yeah.
In the show?
There's no turning back.
Apparently that's not a concept in the Japanese version. That was just the American way of them, like,
This tram is
trying
bound
to
for Nest.
get over death.
Do not exit until
He
the
just
convent
they
is
die?
Because in the Japanese version, they just die.
Really? Oh my god!
So it's not like they get sent to the Shadow Realm for eternity. It's just they're just gonna
They
die.
just die. They just straight up die. And then this is the part in the normal campaign when you know how Leon his clothes change. He like because he gets shot, so he takes off his thing and like wraps up his arm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when his costume changes. And this is the part in Claire's campaign when her costume changes because she gives her jacket to Sherry. So then she's wearing her tank top for the rest of the playthrough. And I know that there's an alternate version of this
I don't know what I'd do without you.
this model, I'm pretty sure, where she's not wearing
We're
her
doing just fine without me.
vest.
I came along
I'm
and got
pretty
you all sorts of
sure, and I
trouble.
don't know if it will change once we get to the next scene or if it just stays like this for the whole game.
I don't want it. Really? Why not? So pretty.
But yeah, Bandit Keith, best Yu-Gi-Oh character.
That boy.
Or what about Kaiba?
My birthday last year.
That boy.
And Kaiba's little brother,
He's my favorite character.
All I really wanted was for her to be home.
Lawrence.
There you go.
Kaiba and Lawrence.
No, it's
Another funny.
And Horseman.
doesn't care, but
All right.
Pegasus.
No.
Sherry.
A couple years ago, I decided I read through the manga of
Hang
Yu-Gi-Oh,
in there, okay?
and apparently that's even more brutal than like the Japanese version of the show.
Wow.
Because I'm trying to. There's one part in particular where I was just like, "Excuse me," because Bandit Keith
Bandit Keith?
in that arc that he's in, he tries to confront Pegasus and like tries to expose him for all the weird magical stuff that he's
Gonna
done,
need treatment.
and
hold on,
he
Sharon.
basically he pulls a gun to Pegasus's head,
Oh wow.
and in the show,
For your safety,
what happens
stand
is
clear until the doors are fully open.
he basically Pegasus opens a trapdoor and just like
For your safety,
sends him out into the ocean,
stand
and that's the end of him.
clear
Okay.
But in the manga, what happens is
for your safety,
Pegasus casts an illusion with his like magic eye,
Yeah.
and he basically made Bandit Keith shoot himself in the head. And that's the
Wow.
end of it. So
Oh
I
my
was like,
god.
all right,
Good lord.
that's what that show is. I'm like, these kids are playing
Oh.
cards.
Oh. Bandit Keith.
Now what? Huh.
It happened.
Good lord.
And there's another one where
General agent. That's it. That's gotta be it.
Yugi, he fights this other guy who he kind of has magician cards, kind of like Yugi
I
does.
gotta
So
go.
it's like a
You stay right
Interesting.
here, though, okay?
fight there. But they go into this
I'll be back
basement
soon.
and they get
I promise.
locked up to this like this trap basically where their ankles are chained up to the walls behind them, and their saw blades like in between them.
Oh.
And it's like when you lose points in the game, the saw blade gets closer to your legs, and then when you lose, it chops them off.
Oh my god.
So in the show, they got
Good
around that where
lord.
it was like, oh, these are magical saw blades, and when they touch you, they'll send you to the Shadow Realm. Like that's kind of how they did things.
That's an interesting way of like keeping it in the show, but like altering it so it's like
Yeah.
would be suitable for children. The nap room.
But yeah, people weren't afraid to kill people in that show.
Wow.
There's some history for you.
Well, thank you. That is something I would never have known. Yeah, so I guess next time we'll maybe we'll talk about Yu-Gi-Oh again. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows
Talk
what we'll
about
talk about
whatever.
next time? But we will go through the store next time. Not this time.
That's a strong door.
That's next time. We're going through that door. So, come on. That's better. Yeah, next time we'll go through that door. And look forward to it because it'll be a lot of fun. And what do you have to say about this, James?
I like pizza. You should eat some.
Pizza, am I right?
Oh.